Hey traders, we're going to have a look at the S&P 500. Is the S&P 500 going to keep going down? Right now, or are we likely to get a bit of a pullback? Let's have a look at the charts. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so looking at the S&P 500, the market has just closed. I've finished doing all my trading and man, I was up this morning doing a couple hours worth of trading. In and out. I love this volatility. I love the movement. Keep it coming, you know, and I hope your trading is going well, guys. If you're watching this, I hope your trading is going well. This year for me has been fantastic so far. And you know, got to nose down and just keep moving, you know. So anyway, guys, so let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. We can see what type of bar we got today. So we've got some decent movement down, and you can see that we actually got today. The market came down, it came all the way back up, and now it's actually closed just a little bit higher than today. So we can actually see, guys, by looking at that, we can see that the market's been extended for quite some time. So a little pullback, I actually think out of this, we may actually get maybe one or two, or even for the rest of the week of a pullback up into these levels up here around the sort of the 1980 to 2000 level on the S&P. Now, if you look at the Dow Jones did something very, very similar, like that there. So again, if the market rallies up, and we could rally up as high as, you know, as high as to the 1700 levels, that's okay. You know what I mean? So we may actually get a decent pullback out of that. May get a decent pullback, and the market rallies up into these levels through here. So, but I do say, guys, that this is likely to be short-lived. So we may get a run up. But then I say if the market does get right up here, we're likely to get hammered back down again. Looking at the Russell, guys, the Russell, as you can see, the Russell came back down through there. It is holding. If you look at this weekly chart, and if I bring up my trend lines, you can see how I have this weekly support level through here. The market is definitely holding that weekly support level through there on this weekly chart. So we are at the weekly support level on the Russell. We do have a little bit of support and resistance going up through there. So, you know, we may spend a week going back up to the high side like we did here, right? We came down, created this low trough, market ran back up, and now we create this low peak, and then we got hammered back down again. So, market does look like it's at a bit of an area where, guys, we may actually get a slight turning point now, but the overall market sentiment is still bearish. We may get a pullback, not a continued run of the bull market. Okay, look at the charts. The chart's saying the bull market, it's finished, it's done. Things are changing. So that's what I think anyway, guys. You know, this thing could just go back up to whatever, you know. But right now, we are not making low peak, we're not making high peaks, high troughs, making low peaks, low troughs on the Russell, and moving down. And the same for the Nasdaq. If you look at the Nasdaq definitely created a reversal type of bar. You can see the market had run down through here. We're at this level through here. So guys, we're actually due. The market doesn't keep, even when the market crashes, it doesn't just go straight down. If you look at China, let's actually see if we can bring up the China stock. Here we go. So even when China's market goes, when the market crashes, it doesn't happen all in one go. We may get a decent move down, like you can see here. We got, what's that, a 34% drop from the downside. And then we started to have a bit of an up run too here as well, right? So the market just doesn't go straight down if the market crashes. The market never does that. Even when the market does crash, it goes down, has a bit of breathing break, and then it goes down again, has a bit of a breathing break, and now it looks like it's trying to go down again. Does that make sense? So looking at the S&P 500 Dow Jones, we don't get that sort of the market. So we definitely have had a decent run to the downside on all markets. So I'm expecting, guys, to see probably a bit of a turnaround, and the market runs back up to 1700. But I do believe that if the market does get a rally back up to the high side, I do believe that's likely to be short-lived. And I do believe, guys, that when that happens, we're likely to hold up here, and then we're likely to start get some decent move down probably even breaking these lows as well too. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. We don't know what's going to happen, but looking at the charts, that looks like it's trying to stall here. Looking at all the other indices, looks like that we may be trying to get some movement to back up to the high side.